Way back in the day in Portstewart, every summer, Ulster Bus would put on a mystery tour. Now,
What's that?
well, it was a bus tour that could take you anywhere, but you just didn't know where you were going. So, on the odd occasion, my mum and I would take one of the buses, and I think we ended up in Ballycastle one time, we ended up at the Giant's Causeway another. But did you know you could do a mystery tour in London as well?
How?
Well, it'll only cost you £1.75.
Sounds a bargain.
It is, if you use the hopper. And what that is, you can take as many buses as you like within 1 hour, as long as you tap in within 1 hour on each bus. So we're starting at London Waterloo and we're going to head north. We're just going to take the first bus that comes. But there's another little bit to the challenge as well. You could just sit on the bus and decide where to get off, but no, there's a twist. We must get off within 5 stops. So no more than 5 stops on any one bus. Let's get going. Well, Paul, using the London Bus app, which gives you real-time information of the next bus turning up, you've worked out that the 5:07 is the one that we're going to get. And I've just looked at the timetable over there, and the next one that comes is going to take us to Horseferry Road if we take it for 5 stops. Now, I'm not saying I'm pre-planning this, no, but it is within the rules. So we will take this bus 5 stops. Here it comes. It's a single decker. This should be interesting.
We may not make it.
Well, that's pretty handy. It's almost empty. There were quite a lot of people at the stop and we thought, oh, they're all going to get on here. But they didn't. So we're going to take this 5 stops to Horseferry Road.
Okay.
We've also synchronized watches to make sure we don't go over the hour. You never know where you're going to end up. So the next stop is Lambeth Palace, and Lambeth Bridge is over there. Well, we've got off at the 5th stop. We are on Horseferry Road, but the actual bus stop is called Marsham Street. And this is where we have our first problem, because one of the rules that I had made up in my own head is that you can't just get back onto the same numbered bus. And there aren't any other buses from this stop. So what we have to do is walk in the direction that the bus was going until we get to any other bus stop for any other bus. Paul's looking a bit worried and upset about this already, but okay, let's get going.
Bye.
We seem to have ended up in the only part of London with hardly any buses. But thanks to the bus app, Paul has found a different bus route just around the corner from where we were. And we're going to be taking the number 88, which goes in the direction of Trafalgar Square. But remember, we can only take a maximum of 5 stops. Just our luck. It looks as though that the buses are on diversion and are not stopping here. So we're going to have to find an alternative route. Oh look, there's one. The 24. Where's that going, Paul? But of course you never know what you're going to find when you are on a mystery tour. And look, we've discovered the Home Office. There's definitely buses, we just don't seem to be able to get one. The number 11 has just passed, and that's the most famous bus route in London, which runs from Liverpool Street the whole way along Fleet Street, past many of the most famous buildings and landmarks in the capital. It looks as though we are in a very governmental area, because look, this is the Department for Education. Westminster is behind us, and Paul has discovered bus stop R, which is Westminster Abbey. We heard the bells actually before.
And we are gonna go towards Trafalgar Square or Lambeth North.
And remember, it's whichever bus turns up first. The famous number 11 does run here. If it comes first, then we have lucked out. But we have to take the first bus that arrives.
The 11 seems to be coming first from Westminster Abbey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be getting off at Aldwych.
And that's right in the centre of London. We're on board, but we might not end up where we thought we would. This is getting interesting. The bus is on diversion.
But we are still counting the 5 stops.
It has to be 5 stops. We are not allowed to take any more than 5, so we're going to start counting. But look, there's Westminster and the London Eye in front of us. And the 24 bus.
Look at that.
We've been on one of these buses before. It's what is sort of known as a Boris bus. And I've said this before, but it's worth saying it again. Do you know where it was built?
Oxford.
No, Ballymena in County Antrim.
Okay.
Hence, all these Boris buses have got Northern Ireland registration plates, just like the one in front of us, which we'll get for you now.
The beauty of this type of journey is that you're discovering different parts.
Yeah.
Parts that I'm not aware of. This looks like it's in like a different country, I think, this palm tree. Oh, this is so exciting.
And there's the Thames, there's Lambeth Bridge again. Millbank, we're sort of like double backed on ourselves. And we're heading down. We still haven't officially gone past the first stop.
Is this the first?
I think this is it. This is the first one. Horsefree Road yet again. Oh look, there's an actual tour bus. Now you'll pay well over £20 for that one, whereas ours is costing £1.75. And what is that sculpture over there?
Interesting one.
Got no idea what it is.
This is Parliament Square stop for the bus tours.
Nein.
Time to get off, I think.
Right, well we've got off the number 11. 2 reasons. Roadworks were making things go at a snail's pace, and also someone had farted and or let off a stink bomb.
It stank.
And we've got off now at Whitehall, and there's some sort of protest going on, so it's all happening. We did say this was a mystery tour, and you never know what's going to happen.
Oh my god.
Now, we have to keep an eye on the time. We have less than 18 minutes to get another bus before our hour runs out, so let's see what turns up. And we can't take the number 11 again. What's coming?
Okay, so the next bus coming is the 453 to Marylebone, which is due now.
And you know something?
No.
I think we should take that. Well, we have to because of the rules, but it gives me an idea. Here it comes.
Follow these steps to subscribe.
Well, I'm afraid, just as we were about to get on the bus, it wasn't able to leave because now this protest has started passing along this side of the road. So our mystery tour ends right here at Westminster, and fortunately we can take the tube home from here. But we were able to do, what, how many buses did we do in the end? Only 2.
No,
So-
well, how the heck were we supposed to do it with all this?
Yeah, these people are really getting on my nerves because they are marching on a Saturday when we're recording this, and people are trying to get about their business, and I don't agree with it myself. But anyway, one thing I will say about the bus hopper is that within the 1 hour, as long as you get on a bus, even if it's 59 minutes and 59 seconds, you could stay on that bus for an hour if you want it. and it'll not cost you an extra penny. So why don't you take a look at tfl.gov.uk for some information on that. We're off on the tube now, so bye.